Okay, today is April 19th, 2019. My name is Claire Schmieder. I'm an adult services librarian at the Cherry Hill Public Library. And we're here to do an Veterans Oral History interview. And if you all both could state your names and spell them for me, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, well, my name is Vinnie Lem. Vinnie is V-I-N-N-I-E. Last name is L-E-M.
And my name?
Yes.
Donnel Lem. D-O-N-N-E-L L-E-M.
All right, excellent. So, you were in Korea, correct?
No, I in Korean War.
Korean War, that's what I meant, the Korean War. And all right, so did you enlist in the Army? When did you enlist? Do you remember the year?
Must be in 1950. Not enlisted, drafted.
Okay. Oh, you were drafted.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you remember the year?
I think it's 1950. I got out 52.
Yeah,
2 years. So it's
Okay. All right. And where were you living when you got drafted?
in Camden, New Jersey.
Oh, really? Oh, that's neat. Oh, I love the history of Camden. It's so interesting. And how old were you?
When I moved into Camden,
Well, when you got drafted, how old were you?
oh, must be
Early 20s, late teens?
21.
21?
wait a minute.
When did they draft people?
You had to be at least 18, I
That
think.
was insane.
It's okay if you don't remember the exact age.
yeah,
Young, though, right? You were young. You were a young man.
But now I'm old, and that's why I don't remember it.
That's
much.
okay. It's all
I
right.
got in.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
all of it's on the veterans form.
Got
Yeah, I just asked for the interview. Yeah. And so, were you working at the time? Did you have a job, or were you living at home with your family, or what were
I
you
live
doing?
home with a family, and I try to learn my English.
Okay.
I've been there for many years, but when I first came over here, the public school don't have foreign student, so I went to this public school, and in my age, so what year am I age?
You were 12, 13?
No, it's elementary school.
Elementary school, right?
No, maybe yeah, 10, 11 years old.
So, like 5th grade?
Yeah.
5th or 6th
Fifth grade, they put me there. They don't know what to do with me because I don't speak English and they don't have no special class at that time.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Yeah.
So they take me to kindergarten to learn the color of the and the
So learning
ABC,
the-
everything.
Yeah, yeah,
So it doesn't work out.
yeah.
Then they looking for a special school for me,
Hmm.
and they took me to the bad kids school,
Oh,
the language school.
Oh, man.
Go there and they try to teach me, and they have students to privately teach me, but still don't work out too good.
Hmm.
So the school is you have to fight with each other, to boxing each other,
Oh, wow.
to and all kind of stuff. And years ago we don't have no special school, so I behind.
Okay. Okay.
So I when I get older I want to learn more English. So I went to school and Sunday school to go to Sunday school to learn English.
Hmm.
and a little bit, but nothing. It's hard to go back to grammar school.
Yeah.
So when they draft me, and that time I'm learning English.
Mm-hmm.
I try to get better myself.
Mm-hmm.
So they said you can come back and finish. So I have to draft me. So I went to Pickett, Virginia, to basic training.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finished this training, and they want to find out what division or what branch of the service to go for.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a choice. Up to the government, up to the army to put me into. To put me in a position to go. So some of my friends went to Korea that time during the war, and many people got hurt and what do you call it? Casualty.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they divide me up, and I went to Europe.
Okay.
In Europe, that time it's a Cold War
Yes.
with Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So we in the front line to secure the territory,
Mm-hmm.
and then they assigned me a tank corps division,
Mm-hmm.
43rd division in Europe, and I try to remember as much as I can.
Oh, that's okay. So when you were in the tank corps, did that mean you drove tanks, or you?
We have to learn every aspect.
So you have to learn how to fix them and drive them.
I mean, gunner,
Mm-hmm.
and even infantry to protect the.
Yeah.
So I went there and stayed there for almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And when I practiced the tank crew, and I got a hood. I got hood in the tank. So they want to transfer me to a different job.
Mm-hmm.
So they sent me to cook school
Mm-hmm.
to learn to be a cook instead of in the tank.
Okay. Did you like the cooking part of it?
Yes, I like it. I like it, do my duty and all
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But at that time, in Germany, we had transportation, everything free
Oh wow. Okay.
because of the war, right after the war. So,
Mhm.
so we went to the hotel free, and the government. Everything is free,
Mhm.
and we don't have to. They don't have to do KP anymore because they hired a German people to KP.
Oh, okay. All right.
So when I have a 3-day pass, I usually go to a different country. So I went to Italy, and I go there. I miss the Chinese food, so I go there and looking for Chinese food. They do have one in Italy.
Oh
that time.
really?
So I enjoy it. And when I come back to Munich after the vacation, after you leave, then have now the Chinese restaurant all over the place, even 1950s.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't know that. That's really interesting.
I went there and I looking for, and naturally I don't have too much money,
Mhm.
so I want to go Chinese restaurant. So what can I do? I keep walking and looking down the street, and I found 20 marks.
That was your lucky day.
My lucky day. To find my $20, I went there to eat,
That's right.
and I did make my
Great.
day.
That's great. That's a great story.
And,
So how long? So you were in Munich basically the whole time you were enlisted for like 2 years, 2.5 years.
2 years.
2 years. You're mostly in Munich. And
Yeah,
what
but-
other countries did you visit besides Italy? Did you go into any other ones?
Yeah, we went to France and England and quite a few countries.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, which one was your
I
favorite?
went to Italy, and at that time I have a portable video.
Uh-huh.
I got it in a PX,
Uh-huh. Nice.
and I fell asleep and somebody took it.
Oh. Oops.
I think even the first class.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but
I've heard that in Italy, the thieves are notorious in Italy. I've heard that actually from my boss went recently. And she was warned to watch out for pickpocketers. They work in teams and they'll try to get you.
Yeah.
So yeah. So was Italy your favorite country you visited, or while you were over there, or was there a different one that was your favorite?
I think I like Italy and also France too.
Yeah.
France have a good GI club there.
Oh, okay.
You know, we call PX, no, not PX, but
Yeah, it's like you could go hang out.
hang
right?
out
Yeah. Yeah.
there, and real nice, and
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's very cool. Very cool. So you came back, and did you go back to Camden after you were done with your enlistment period?
Tell
Oh,
your story about like your friends. Like you can talk about Richard, your best
No,
friend.
wait a minute. I missed one part when we have a boat course to go to Europe,
uh-huh.
and army transport hit the ship, hit the passenger ship,
Oh no.
and the good thing no
Casualties.
no
Yeah.
casualty, and that's a good experience because we you know we didn't see any accident, but we see something like that happen in
Yeah.
that part.
I mean, it sounds like you got to go to Europe and like travel, and you know, you had to learn. You got hurt, and you learned you worked on tanks and learned to cooking school. But
Yeah.
it sounds like you got to have a good experience a lot of the time.
And then I came back to Camden, and I looking for. Oh yeah, the GI Bill is really helps me a lot.
Yeah.
They get me to high school because I didn't have.
You never finished,
Never
yeah.
finished. I went back to high school. Then I went to agriculture school.
Mm-hmm. Which
Then-
one was the one at Rutgers there at that time? Or?
That time we associated with Rutgers, but it's a smaller school
Mhm.
in Deutschtown. They call Donnel Valley
Okay. Cool.
Agriculture School.
Oh,
that
nice.
time. It's an old school, but a Jewish school, and they not many people know about because it's such a small school.
Uh-huh.
But now become a university now,
Oh, okay.
and then I learned farming and cooking in
Mhm.
there too. So when I when I finished graduate, I got a job in the government job because easy for me to get a job because the GI that time.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
So I got a job in inspecting food
Oh, okay. Oh, that's really neat.
for a while.
Yeah.
Then
So because did you go to agricultural school because you did the cooking training in the military? Is that what kind of got you interested in that?
That
or-
helps.
Yeah.
That helps. And also, I like farming anyhow.
Yeah.
But only thing I found out, the land so expensive. I couldn't touch it. The land.
Yeah, it is expensive. Yeah, New Jersey's expensive.
But the people in the school there, most of them, the family have a farm.
Already, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
So they're just learning so they can help their family and
Yeah.
take over later. Yeah, yeah.
So that's then.
Do you do gardening still, like at home? Do you?
Yeah, I
you
still do a lot of gardening. And,
Yeah.
my hobby is bonsai.
Oh, neat.
The Japanese trees, a miniature
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah, that's
And-
awesome.
And then I quit the government job. Then I went to got a Chinese restaurant cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So my benefit from this army trained me to cooking, help make combination Chinese and Americans.
Nice.
But that time the Chinese restaurant is Americanized anyhow.
Yeah,
But now it's more sophisticated.
yeah.
And
Where was the restaurant?
in Cherry Hill, 2 doors from the racetrack, Golden Stick racetrack.
Okay, and did you own it? Did you buy it, or did you just work there?
No, we built it
You built it.
by my brother and I.
Okay.
We buy a little land, the garage station, not a garage, but the gas station.
Yeah, and so you got rid of that and then built a restaurant where it was.
So yeah, built
Wow.
2 floors and
Oh wow.
yeah.
Is it still there?
The building's still there, but I retired and I sold to somebody else,
Mhm.
and somebody else sold to somebody else.
Mhm.
So they still have now it's a Japanese restaurant.
Oh, okay. So it's still a restaurant.
And,
How long was the restaurant open for? When you owned it?
Yeah, about 20-some years.
Wow, that's a long time. That's good for a
Yeah.
restaurant. It's hard to keep a restaurant open
Yeah,
and be successful. That's amazing.
yeah.
It's amazing. So, how did you two meet?
Yeah.
How did the two of you meet?
Here,
She,
she went to temple,
Mhm.
and in the Chinese association in the school, and they have dancing in international house.
well, it's a Chinese student group.
Mhm.
They help dances.
So we met and.
So why were
So
you there? You were.
I ended up 60-some years.
That's great. Oh, that's great. So what year did you guys meet? Do you remember?
See, 1957.
So
Somewhere there.
pretty soon after you came back from the war, I guess, or
Mhm.
came back from Europe. Wow. Okay. And what did you study at Temple?
Medical technology.
Yeah. Well, so what was that like in the 50s
In
studying
the
that?
50s, I think Temple wasn't even a state school; it was a private college.
I think it still is private.
Is it
actually.
still private?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I commuted. I didn't stay at the campus or anything.
Yeah. So you said did you live in Philly though?
Yeah, I live in West Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
That's
So you
right.
can't. Oh, that's a long commute. That's far.
Yeah, it's a long way. It's a
Yeah,
long way.
yeah. Philly is really big,
Yeah.
and those two spots are far apart from each other. I'm like, well, that's a long
Yeah.
commute. So what was the technology that you studied in the like the late 50s, the mid 50s?
Well, I think now it's probably like lab techs.
Uh-huh.
You know, you have serology, you have bacteriology,
Sure.
and histology, and
Yeah.
things that you do when you go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And they take blood and
Sure.
you do all the testing and all.
Mm-hmm. But what did you study though? What was it like? Is it the same stuff you studied, just a different type of technology?
Oh yeah, that was part of the course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
have to take
curious
away-
how different it was between the
Yeah.
50s and now. It's probably
Oh yeah, I think it's probably much different.
Yeah.
Probably faster.
Yeah.
It took longer.
a lot more tool-like machines that do
Yeah,
things.
that's right. It's all machines now, whereas
Yeah.
manually before.
Yeah.
Because I did my interning at St. Agnes Hospital in Philadelphia.
Okay. And is that what you did for your career? Yeah, for all those years. And where did you end up? Where did you work? Like after you did your internship?
I was at Hanuman Hospital
Mm-hmm.
in the histology department, which is tissue.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you get operated on and they give you that specimen.
Yeah.
You do this slice.
Yeah.
And that was
Okay,
my
so
job.
okay, cool. That's very cool. Neat. So you guys met in 57. How long did you date before you got married?
59, I guess.
Couple years?
Yeah, a couple years.
Couple years. And then you were still in Camden when you guys met, and you were in Philly. So where did you live when you first got married?
I guess in Camden, huh?
Yeah. Did you have your own place?
No, his parents had a house and we were staying there. It was a big house.
Okay. Cool. Nice. And then you opened. What year did you open the restaurant in Cherry Hill? Do you remember?
I think
1950, 60, 57.
60. No.
61.
1961.
Because the malls opening up.
Yeah, after that, the Cherry Hill Mall became Cherry Hill Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, we remember that.
Yeah. So you had your government job. You guys got married, and a couple years later, the restaurant opened. And then when did you move to Cherry Hill?
60. Well, I know our houses. We moved in our house now that we're living in 1965. So more like 1963.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause
What part of Cherry Hill were you living in when you first moved here? What neighborhood?
Second-
My brother.
Well, let's see. We stayed with his brother in Earlton, which is the Delaware Township, the original little town. And then we bought a house in, I guess it's the Huntrack.
Okay.
I thought you lived with grandma and grandpa.
Well,
She's
yeah, she's in the
still in-
Huntrack.
she's
She's
still
still
in
in Sherry Way. She's still in part of Huntrack.
Okay.
Yeah, we stayed with my mom and dad for another year.
Okay.
before we found
Save
a
up
house.
money and
Yeah,
Yeah.
found a house. There.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
That's so what was Earlton like?
Earlton?
Yeah. What was it like?
It's very small. It's still the same, I think, all the houses. Is
I've driven
the same.
through there recently, and it's like a little bit older. Like it's
Yes.
a little bit of an older section. I think it's cuter than the other areas.
Yeah, it's really a neat town, I think. And
Yeah.
the neighbors, but
All those little like Cape Cods and bungalows and like
Right,
all the
right.
brick houses. There was really
Before
cute.
the airport.
Yeah.
Before you get to Earlton.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I think at that time, in the 60s, it was still, people were not keen to having Asians or other nationalities moving in.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, we didn't felt that, but friends of ours that moved in, after they got married, they bought a house, little Cape Cod houses. She later found out that it was, the neighbors were petitioning them not to sell the house to them.
Yeah.
So it was.
Same thing with our house. We asked the
Well-
neighbor. The neighbor told her, as long as he can afford it, I'm glad to have him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
That's.
Even that time discrimination.
Oh yeah.
In the army, come
Yeah.
back to the army.
Yeah.
My nationality, white, in my ID card, white W.
Yeah. They didn't have an Asian nationality.
But the we call. I mean, I don't want to say how you say black people. Or can you say black people?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
supposed to say black.
Black people's fine. Mhm.
Yeah. No, in our day, when we were growing up, that was the N word then.
Negro.
Well,
Negro,
Negro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not the N word.
Yeah. The N word is something
Right,
else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, something,
Yeah.
anyway, and then
Negro
it
was
became
what it was.
African American, which is
I
fine.
think African American and Black people they're both fine.
Yeah,
You know,
I
at this
think so,
point,
yeah.
and yeah.
Because today, you don't know what to say.
Right.
Because everything is,
It changes. It changes
Yes, yeah.
sometimes, and
And the division, we say in Germany, the camp is a house. It's a big, pretty good. Not a house, but a building.
the barracks.
Barrack.
Yeah.
A barrack. And not too far, maybe a half mile away, have a black
For
This-
black soldiers, they have
They
a
separate that time.
Yeah.
But they didn't put me to the black, but they put me in white.
Yeah, probably because your skin wasn't black.
Not
it
that
was-
black.
Yeah, it wasn't that dark. Yeah, yeah. That's interesting. I wonder.
Oh, yeah, another thing. When I in Germany, my army
Superior?
no the ballot, what do you call it, the camp
Oh, barrack?
barracks from maybe 4 or 5 miles from the town.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I do is I put a bicycle when my time off. I ride a bicycle go there.
Yeah.
So it will last me all month long.
Yeah.
Because that time only pay little money that time. And what happened is most GI, most of my friends and they get a cab.
Uh-huh.
In 2 days, maybe 1 day, they finish up because they
run out of
rest at
money,
night.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
so I try to because I've been to the hardship,
Right.
and I watch my money. So it lets me for a whole month.
You
I
already
go-
knew how to be frugal. You already knew how to do it.
I have no choice. No choice because when I come
Yeah.
to the country, we don't have any money.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
here, and
Yeah, but you already knew how to do it. They might not have, if they came from like.
And they
families with
also
more
they
money.
like to drink too, so they go
Yeah,
out
sure.
there and drink and
Sure, and then in 2 days they're out of money.
Yeah, no money.
You're like,
I
I'm fine. I'm
believe
gonna
it.
go into town and get some food. See you guys later. Have fun in the barracks.
Yeah, that's part of the.
Yeah.
Remember, comes back few things.
Yeah.
Dad, how about how you almost went AWOL when it was the
Oh,
end
you
of
couldn't
the
figure out it was 7 days
was
or
it the
8
end of
days?
the war or it was your your time was up, like you were finished? Remember that?
Oh, you went on a trip. And you had a week?
No, that's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You couldn't
I think
figure
it's
out,
stupid.
you know how it's 7 days,
When?
it's 8 days?
Mm-hmm.
You
We
didn't
figure
count.
7 to 7 is it's 8 days, but we started 7 days.
Mhm.
So we come back 1 day late, so they have 1 day AWOL.
Oh,
But I still got all my benefit though.
yeah.
I got
yeah.
my GI
They
Bill,
understood it
got
was a
everything.
mistake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, because the military has so many rules, and that's one of the things I've learned
Yeah.
about from doing these projects. Is just like, oh my god, all the rules that you have to follow and like know, and if you don't know them, well, it's too bad. You should have, and you know, like, yeah. So, did you make any good friends while you were in the military?
Oh yeah, we make. In fact, they have reunion in our platoon,
Mm-hmm.
and I went there a couple of times.
Yeah.
But most of the people in
Upstate New York, right?
upstate New York,
That's pretty far. Yeah.
but I still go see my
Sure.
old friends, and I got one. I have one is a real good friend for my lifetime until he passed away. Then I get old too, so we don't. We
Yeah.
miss this,
Who's that? What was his name?
Richard Lindell.
Oh, you mentioned him earlier.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's so nice. He helped me a lot too. He
Yeah.
yeah.
Did he live in Camden as well, or
No,
Where was he from?
he's from Buffalo, New York.
Okay, so upstate New York. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and when he first time he come over to see me, and he don't know, I have a house or have apartment, I got a room or what, but he stay over Cherry Hill Inn,
Uh huh.
and he called me up, and my God, I really surprised that meet each other again
Yeah.
after the army.
Oh, that's nice though. That's
Yeah.
nice.
And one coincidence, I have a friend real close in Germany too. He's a real friend of mine. And once before, I went to New York a lot because in Philadelphia, in Chinatown, don't have any restaurant. Only 1 or 2 maybe don't have any.
Mm-hmm.
And we go get snack, go to New York City and get
It's like
snack.
a real Chinatown.
And then no turnpike that time.
Okay.
But
Oh man.
when you're young, you travel 100 miles,
You don't
mean nothing,
care.
don't care.
Yeah.
But now, even 10 miles is too far for me. And then what happened is, on the street in Times Square, I by there, I saw a friend, it was a GI, my good friend in the army.
Yeah.
I met him in Times Square.
Just by accident.
Yeah, by accident. Isn't that funny?
That's nice. That's so nice, though. Were you guys happy to see each other?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
we went to eat and we get to touch each other.
Yeah, yeah. Was he just like visiting New York, or did he live there?
No, he lived near New York.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you go up to New York a lot when you were younger? Did you
Yeah.
like to go into the city? It's too far for me. Even now, I'm not even 40 yet, and I'm like, oh, New York, so far away from here.
Yeah.
So how did you get up to the city without the turnpike? Did you just take like through all the towns?
130s, and at that
Okay.
time, not that much traffic.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you know,
yeah.
1950s.
Okay.
1960s, still not much.
So you guys drove up. You didn't take like
Yeah,
a
we
bus or
drove.
anything.
No,
Oh,
we
okay.
drove.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, and then one incident. My friend, he's a GI too, and he told me he do the driving,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't know what's a cop or not. He blew the horn to pass by is a cop, and in the cop when the speeding, you know.
Yeah.
And he asked for trouble. He got caught because he blew the horn to pass
Like to get out of my
He's
way. I
speeding,
need
yeah.
to go.
But he didn't
Like,
know.
uh-oh.
But after he passed him, he put his head on. Then he said, but that time it's not bad. You know, maybe hard to get money that time anyhow. But even $10, $20 fine is you know, it's still a lot of money.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Oh man, this is awesome. You guys are a lot of fun to talk to. I'm enjoying this. So, do you have any other stories that you want to tell me about your time in the military that you can remember? Do you have anything else you want to remember? Not right now? Okay. No, it's all good. So have you guys lived in the same house in Cherry Hill since the 60s?
Yeah, since the 60s.
Yeah. Is that so? That's the house you grew up in? Yeah. Nice. Was it brand new when you bought it?
No.
No.
In fact, it's a chef show.
Okay.
I got it pretty reasonable.
Okay.
And at that time, I said, I gotta live here the rest of my life, but only $400 real estate tax.
Oh wow. What? That's like 10% of what it is
Now it's
normal.
over 10,000.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's a lot. That's a big difference.
Yeah, but this give me a break. $200,
$250, I think,
$250 GI.
Oh, okay. All right.
if you're a veteran.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Lucky you. That's awesome. Yeah.
Something new, huh?
Yeah.
But they had a nice civic society, like a good hunt track association.
Oh, they
remember?
did,
Those were
yes,
nice.
yes, that was very close knitted. That is not true anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have lots of new folks that live there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that a lot of these neighborhoods, because there's no real like downtown Cherry Hill, a lot of the neighborhoods have tended to be kind of tight knit with like the pools and like the
Right.
pool clubs and swim clubs or whatever. And was there a swim club in your neighborhood?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There was.
There was, yes,
Yeah.
no longer.
Yeah, I know a lot of the neighborhoods have them still, because I don't live in Cherry Hill, but a lot of my coworkers do,
Mhm.
and they all go to the pool. I'm like, it's so crazy. You can imagine like having a swim club in my neighborhood. They all like walk to their elementary school. Like it's nice. Did you walk to yours, Jen? When you were...
It was like within a mile. I think we saw the bus though.
Okay.
Yeah, I think probably a lot more than a miles because,
Mom, do you have like? I thought maybe you wanted to talk about your memories of the war. You were experienced World War II in
oh
China,
yeah,
right?
okay, this,
Do you
Yeah. Do you want to
do
talk about that?
no, well.
Oh, you don't. You don't have
You
to.
can-
You don't have to.
No,
It's up to you.
okay. It's really, I was thinking about it and then I really realized that there wasn't that much I remember,
Okay.
because I was fairly young. And,
I totally get it. That's absolutely
yeah,
fine.
So
It's absolutely
to
fine.
me, that wasn't really that much to, you know.
Sure. Sure. So, are you part of a veterans organization now, like the
Oh, yes.
VFW or?
Like, disabled veterans.
Okay.
Lifetime member.
Okay. Okay. There are a lot of benefits if you're a disabled veteran.
Yeah.
I've talked to a
Oh
couple
yeah.
of them. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Even not disabled, the GIs will benefit from the army.
Yeah.
Not from the army, from the service.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Because,
government has a lot of programs.
And right now, I have about 12 kind of medicine.
Mm-hmm.
One medicine, expensive one, is a blood thinner.
Mm-hmm.
Costs thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And the government pay, I don't pay that called co-pay.
Mm-hmm.
And,
So you just have to pay a small
and
amount. Yeah.
my God, I mean, I couldn't live if I don't have the GI,
Yeah.
the benefit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's slightly different now for current, like, I have a friend who just retired from the military. He's like 45 and he did his 20 years. And I don't know if he's going to get the same benefits, but I know your generation definitely, they definitely have a lot of support in place,
Yeah.
especially like just like deals, like discounts on stuff and discounts on like property taxes, and they help you with your medications, and that's really nice. It's really nice. Did you have anything else that you wanted to share? We've gone through a lot of these
That's nice.
questions. Yeah. I don't know if Jen, if you had anything.
Well, I mean, I know Dad just felt really grateful for the GI Bill so that you could go to college. Because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
wouldn't have the money to go to college.
Yeah,
And then
right.
you're thankful for that college because they took you, since
Yeah.
your English wasn't that good, and they still, like, really helped you. And you studied really hard. And so that was, he couldn't get a college education without that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, did your English improve while you were in the military? Do you feel like it improved while you were?
Yeah, but the speaking is helps a lot because we
Just
speak
practice.
English.
Yeah.
Practice
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
But at home, I speak a lot of Chinese,
Mhm.
so you don't get. that
You don't get the
much.
same kind of practice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I tried to learn some foreign languages, and I found that if you gotta be around it all the time, if you want to if you want to get like fluent in it, and I never did. But English is not an easy language to learn. I was trying to describe some of the grammar rules to one of my kids, and they were like, "That doesn't even make any sense. I just know how to do it because that's the language we speak." And I'm like, "Yeah, but these are the rules."
Yeah.
They're like, "That doesn't make any sense." Okay. Well, is there anything else you wanted to share at all? We usually have these last anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour. I don't know if you want to talk more, you can, absolutely. It's up to you.
But I just appreciate the government
Mm-hmm.
helps the GI, help me anyhow, a
Yeah.
lot of things.
Yeah, it sounds like you
And-
got a lot out of
Yeah.
your 2 years. You did 2 years, and they've supported you ever since. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And I'm lucky, I didn't go to the Korean War, but I go to defend the Cold War in Russia at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I've watched some documentaries about the Korean War, and it was pretty brutal.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so yeah, you were lucky that you were in Europe. Not that it was easy necessarily in Europe,
But
but
it's-
you didn't have to go to the combat zone. Yeah.
In college, I met the Korean boy in come to our school to learn agriculture,
Mm-hmm.
and he told me the story how he come to the United States because his parents hired the American soldier in his house.
Oh, wow. To
In his
protect
house
him, yeah.
and protect him. So the ex-GI remember that he went back to Korean to get him over here, and he came to our school, and he had a little problem with English too.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, I a little bit better than him.
Mm-hmm.
In like chemistry, I have the teacher in college, the professor of the chemistry. He told me teach him tutoring on the side to help him to improve the chemistry. So I will happy to help him, and he turned out he graduated from the school.
Nice.
So he became a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he got married, and he have a family in Seabrook. He married a Japanese girl, and he opened a seafood place in Atlantic City.
Mm-hmm.
And before he know it, he makes so much money. He bought the pier. He bought the whole thing there. All the fish go.
Yeah.
And he come to see me so often, and we lost connection because I think he died or something. We were young.
Yeah.
And I don't see him anymore, and the family didn't get in touch with me.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
I miss him. Get that story, and I don't think you know about that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
name
Yeah.
was Lee Chin Ho, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's why we don't talk to him, because he's no longer around. You know,
Oh.
he's younger than me, but only thing when he has sickness,
Yeah.
you never can tell what our age.
Wait,
Yeah.
he was in your class, your year, or a different year?
That different year.
Oh, okay. So he wouldn't. The kids, the guys from your reunion wouldn't know him.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
What's interesting is they still, all his college roommates, classmates,
Yeah.
they keep in touch with each other.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Even to this, what
They
is
just
it?
had their 60th reunion.
What?
Yeah, like in the fall, right? Wait, was it in the fall?
Yeah,
Yeah,
last
That's
year.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, they kept really tight. There wasn't many, and their class was special. They said because they have a lot of years. Like most people, like they don't even go to their 60th reunion. But the fact that they still keep going and things, that's really
Yeah.
awesome.
I don't think I've gone to any of my
Yeah.
college reunions.
And the one thing my alumni president
Mm-hmm.
told us, we don't need the money for the college, and he invests money to get the interest to give it to the school
Mm-hmm.
for help the student,
Mm-hmm.
and we never lost all the money.
Well,
Yeah, we never
Run out
used
of
we
money.
didn't use the principal.
Yeah,
we only
they
used the
just took
interest.
interest
to
from
get
the
it. Yeah,
students
so
that
it's a really
needs help.
smart way to do it.
Yeah.
All the donations that they give, that so it will just continue on for so long.
Yeah.
And I think his
That's
class
really-
was the only class that does that.
Yeah, it was just a smart way to do it, and
Yeah.
they really care about giving back to the school because it meant a lot to them too.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Farm life is a good life.
Yeah, I live out in Burlington County,
Oh,
around all the
that's nice.
farms. So
Yeah.
I don't have a farm, but I'm surrounded by them.
Oh.
Yeah. At night I can hear cows mooing sometimes.
Oh, neat.
Sometimes it's neat.
You talk about farm.
Yeah, I live near them. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
When we got married, we had a lot of money, but I said, you want to live in a farm? That time I can buy a small lot.
Yeah.
And she like a city, so
Yeah.
we bought it in Cherry Hill.
Oh, that was a compromise.
Otherwise, I may be a millionaire. I be someplace.
Jen would be a farmer's girl. Milking cows.
Maybe I can sell the property. That time
Yeah.
so cheap.
Yeah.
But you need a lot of money because everybody not much.
Farming is hard and it's
Yeah.
expensive and it's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard to
those
make any
machinery
money.
is
Yeah.
so much money.
Yeah.
With
Unless you own one of those corporate farming companies,
Yeah.
it's so hard to make. make ends meet. I know a lot of the farmers where we live, they're independent, but they also have other jobs.
Yeah.
Like,
That's terrible, you know?
yeah, it's hard. It's a hard. It can be a hard life.
Hard for a wife anyhow.
Yeah. I'm friends with a woman who's married to a farmer, and she's always joking about that. It's funny. Yeah, so I grow stuff at home, some stuff, but I'm definitely not a farmer. Definitely not. It's nice though. I can stop by the veggie stands, pick up like kids have them on the side of the road by their houses, and I can like put the money in the box.
Yeah,
you know, like
right,
honor
right.
system. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
They don't do that anymore. There was a guy, he used to have apples,
Mm-hmm.
and we had barrels, and you would just go get it and put money in the box.
Yeah, it was honor system.
Oh, the
yeah.
Conti's farm.
No, it wasn't the county's
No.
Oh, it
farm.
was something else. In Cherry Hill?
No, it was someplace, I'm not
Oh,
sure,
was
but
it?
I happened to see the truck that was at church one night when I was doing
Oh,
outfit.
yeah.
Oh.
I can't even remember the name of the farm, but it was apple orchard, and you would just go pick your apples and put your money in. It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I lost that.
All right.
But what happened years ago, over here almost a farm too.
Yeah.
You
Cherry
know,
Hill
so-
was like very rural.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Crescent Row was
Another
apple
farm.
orchard. Do you remember we used to go pick apples? The Chinese student and kids.
Yeah.
It's right on Crescent Road,
Mm-hmm.
past where the Cooper Hospital, you know that section,
Mm-hmm.
going towards
Cooper?
73. Going towards 73.
Cooper's not out there.
Cooper Hospital. You were Aunt Helen used to go get her.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was an apple orchard. We used to
Okay.
take the kids and pick apples.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Now it's only Springdale. I mean, like
Past
Springdale
Springdale.
Farms. That's the only farm left.
Yeah.
And then Barclay, you can become part of their co-op and
Oh,
rent some
yeah.
space
My
and
brother
grow
does that
stuff.
gardening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can rent a plot there and farm stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the only place left
Yeah.
in Cherry Hill. So
Yeah.
we see a lot of changes.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah.
But it's good though. They progress, you know, it's like in the library here,
Mhm.
benefit a lot
Yeah, oh
of
yeah.
people
Yeah.
and get you a job.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Exactly.
we were sad though when they knocked the old library down because our
Oh,
neighbor
yeah.
was the architect. Malcolm
Oh,
Wells.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were just so many problems with that building. It was like to fix it would have been
Yeah.
incredibly
he was very,
expensive.
yeah, he was very like into the environment and things.
That was just like
Yeah.
a beautiful building. Like it just. In
He
itself
designed a
was
bunch of
gorgeous.
libraries in this area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like which other ones?
I think the old one in Moorestown was one of
Oh, okay.
his.
Oh.
Which is also closed now because it also had a lot of problems,
Oh.
Yeah, he
like
used to
with
collect rainwater. And,
water leakage. Yeah,
Leakage,
so you'd
yeah.
walk into the Moorestown Library and the old one,
like
and it would
mildew?
smell like
Oh,
mildew.
no.
Yeah,
yeah.
it smelled like mildew. They always had like leaks and things
Oh,
like that.
that's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. So I think there were some design issues
Yeah.
with the buildings, but yeah, this is a
Yeah,
really
he's like
wonderful
did the
place.
Frank L. Wright type of style of
Yeah.
Yeah.
architecture. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a few others I can't think of off the top of my head that he
Oh,
may have
okay.
designed. Yeah, but
Mhm.
yeah, yes, he's known in New Jersey as one of the library architects.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I
older-
didn't know that.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's not
He just passed away not long ago in
Yeah.
New England.
Oh, okay, all right, that's interesting. That's cool that he was your neighbor. Wow.
Where did he live?
You know where the house, where the lady has the chicken? The house that goes down by the pool, next to the pool. She's got all this iron
Oh,
structure.
that house? That was his house?
That was his
Yeah.
house, yeah.
Oh.
It's underground. Some of it is underground.
Okay, yeah.
Because you can go in the closet and open the door and go underground and come out the other side.
Oh, okay, that was his house. Oh.
Yeah, that's his house.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
wow.
real modern, very, very modern for that time because
Yeah.
it was in the 50s when he
Yeah.
built it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of his son is an architect,
Okay,
so he's
That's cool.
followed through.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming today, guys.
Thank
I
you.
really enjoyed
Thank
talking
you.
to you. This was a lot of fun. So I'm going to stop the video.